kept to myself. Not because that it's fancy when you're pregnant, you hide it. Mine was not fancy at all. It was not fancy. It was something I was even asking myself, why am I going through this? Like. Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ivana Majimbo. First of all, let me apologize for looking like this. I was in the middle of doing my makeup and then I came up with the idea of doing a story time, and I'll tell you why. So, welcome to my channel. Thanks for rocking with me, and please kuja back. Here is vibes and inshallah. So yeah, no bad energy here today. As you can tell by the title, details damwaga masiri hapa ni PG-18. Ninasema as it is, so if you can't handle it, the door is there. Let's get right into it. So I was just there like shit. I promised these people content and I let me do a story time of explaining how in the first place I have a baby. Yeah, it happened like this. Last year, March. Last year, March. If you know me, you know March. I'm always in Kakamega because it's my wife's birthday month. So I went, but before going, your girl was suffering. A girl got needs. So mimi nilikuwa nipitia nipewe, but I was unsafe. Sasa to do jumi mpaka nipewe na me I won't be okay, and I won't be okay. Why? Because it was past half a year. Nilikuwa dress spell ya more than half a year. Na ati niko na boyfriend, ati nina date. Me I was suffering. So I just said we can use protection. Sini ukweli, so watu tumia protection. Sa mimi nikaenda, got protection, do the doing thing, but protection ikabako. So what's the next option? Pills. So mimi nikaenda chemist kabai P2 nikachukua. And then the only way to find out if the P2 worked is if you get your menses the following month. You get, females understand. Ukianza kunyesha, then thank God they worked and safe. Sa mimi nikangojea my date ikafika. In fact, nikaniambia na nikaipata on the date, the night of the day I was meant to start my ikakuja. I'm like, hey, amen. Nikanyesha month 1, month 2 ikakuja to the same. My cycle didn't change, my dates are the same. Date ilikuwa ninyeshe, nikanyesha, ikakam. Sasa month 3 niko hapo sherehe. Mimi nakwambia mtoto angekufa huko ndani basi, because if you were viewing my statuses ulikuwa unaona venye Kakamega tulikuwa kufungua one after the other. Kurudi tena, my friend, hiyo weekend, since the first weekend nilikuwa napelekwa out. It's like hivyo hadi time nilikuwa nimeanza kushuku, I was still out nikianza kushuku. Unaget? So month 3 kufika, before nianze kunyesha, before my date of kuanza kunyesha, tukenda out. If you know me, you know I love keg, black keg to be precise. Yeah. So si tumefika huko, nimenunuliwa jug. Me, I'd be the happiest girl in the room. Nakunywa niko ikegenye na taste pupu. They all look at me like form. Sasa my boyfriend just gave me the sass eye like, okunywa keg leo. I'm like, can't I kunywa, but ina taste weird, staki. I ordered lemonade. Kale ka 50 bob, kako kwa hivi chupa kanatoshana hivi. Ka 50 bob. Nikaorder lemonade. Nikasikia ni tamu, wacha nikunywe kama 3. Wakiniangalia tuza, udema amekata keg leo. Sasa kukuja home, someday it happened that I was hanging out with him so much. So it happens the next time tunapita pahali, and then I'm just like, hizo vitunguu zinanuka vibaya. Kwani hizo ni vitunguu gani? And you know me, I love onions. Because it was onions with garlic, and it felt like puking. And I'm like, So he's just sassing me. The third time, mtu alikuja tunatest, akaniambia, yo, mi naona utest. Mi kamuuliza kwa nini? Ati date yako ya kunyesha, hadi by the way, imagine nilikuwa nimesahau date yangu ya kunyesha imepita. Iliniletea reminder na sikuanza kunyesha. It was now 3 days late. And I'm like, shit. By the way, nilikuwa ningoje a day, jua inachelewa a day, but imechelewa 3 days. And then he's just like, 3 days ni mapema sana. So we didn't test. Tukangoja. So I told my wifey and Shishma, I think they're the first people I told. Kaniambia, we, ebu pima. But Shishma was like, wait for 2 weeks. Ukipima a week after it's late, normally it doesn't bring you the accurate results. So mi nikafanya what she said. Nikangoja, nikapima. I was too nervous to even look at the results. And we were in his room. So mi nikapima na nikampatia, and then me I slept. Aya, akaniambia, unataka kujua results? Hey, your girl was shaking. Hey, we wacha. Hey, jasho, unatetemeka baridi na jasho ndio inamwagika. So he just told me like, okay, so you're pregnant. Come again, say what? Atina, pray what? Hey. Haikuwa na settle, sikuwa na imeza vizuri. I'm trying to digest. It's not digesting. Hey, pregnant. Me. I sat on his bed for 10 minutes without talking, just staring to thin air, and then now I started crying. I don't know why I was crying. Don't ask me why I was crying. Maybe pregnancy hormones zilikuwa zishaanza kukick in. And then he's like, why are you crying? I'm like, because I don't want to be pregnant. Excuse me. And then he's like, okay, so first of all, before you even not want to be pregnant, and before you even decide anything, you're keeping my child. And I'm like, why? And then he gives me the reasons. I can't even. He's like, how old are you now? Sasa, aya, tume find out. Ata hatujajua how old it is. Akaniambia, anyway, the decision is yours, but me, I want to keep it. You, what do you want to do? He's like, me, I don't know. So I called my gyna. Kampigia nikamwambia. My gyna told me, aborting is an option. It's always an option. Wakujudge or judge. These things happen. Abortion is an option. But you remember you have a prior case. Yeah? Ovary. You remember? So, you can abort and you'll be okay. But when you are done for the operation, what were you told? Pregnancy might be difficult. You know, unaweza kuwa na some difficulties when it reaches the time that you want to have a child. So, and me, I've always wanted a child. Shida ni, nilikuwa najiuliza nani atanifanyia the labor and the carrying, but I've always wanted a child. I love children. So, akaniambia, it's up to you. Take the risk or keep it. What's the worst that could happen? I told my boyfriend that, and then he was like, do you want to risk yourself, number one? And do you also want to risk the chance of you ever having a child? So, you think about it. Hey, me I fought with accepting, but anyway, sikukuwa na any other option. Like, I was not fighting the idea of having a baby. No, I was fighting the idea of how am I going to come to the terms with the fact that I am having a baby. You get? If you know my story, me even having a baby, so me I was seated there telling myself, nenda aje nyumbani kusema umepatiwa ball. Yeah, na see any other guy. Yani, that guy who you're not meant to be dating, ndio amekupatia mimba. How am I going to face my parents and tell them your child is pregnant by who? The same guy that you don't want. Hey, hiyo ndio kwenda nikula kichwa. Me was just thinking of 1,000 ways to die. Venye nitauliwa ama nitapigwa mateke. You know, I didn't plan for it, number one. So I'm taking the shock of, I've not planned for it. Ndio imekuja. Number two, the father to the child is a problem. Sasa me was just there crying like, sasa nitafanya nini? I already know it's going to be hard. The fact that I've decided to keep this child, I already know it's going to be hard from henceforth. Watu wakishajua itakuwa ngumu. So most of my pregnancy, after I found out, nikaenda clinic kama normally, even ndo watu hufanya. Kwenda clinic, another shock, guys. Ati I'm 3 months. 3 months and 2 weeks or something. Sema kuanguka kufaint. Mimi nimemiss period 1 month peke yake. We do kuna niambia 3 months. We. Kwani ni no. Mimi najiuliza kwani nilikuwa pregnant which month? See, I'm meant to be 1 month. I've just missed my period last month. Hapo ndo sasa hiyo ndo ilini convince kabisa like this child is not going anywhere. It's already that big. Na ndio find out. Imagine I'm finding out I'm pregnant. Testing, it's already 3 months tunaelekea 4. Trimester ya kwanza si ndio imeisha. Sijui, it's not showing. Now from then on, nikaanza kupata morning sickness na the signs zikaanza kushow. Mimi ni msanii, your girl ni msanii. I'm in a performing arts group called Spellcast. Rehearsals lazima zimeanza kuendwa. Gigs zimeanza kuitwa. If you know me, you know I'd rather be anywhere hata in a ditch with Spellcast than stay in the house. Siwezi enda Spellcast. Siwezi enda Spellcast. Kwa nini? Juu hata harufu ya hewa inafanya natapika. Jina ya chakula inafanya natapika. I'm just like, yo. Nini? Is this pregnancy from hell? Nilikonda. Yani, I felt like I was having malaria for 3 months. My morning sickness went on up to the 5th month. 6. Tukiingia 6 months. The 6th month is the first time ever I ate food. Adi nililia. Ujisikia happiness. Adi ujuseme nini. I cried because I ate food and it didn't come out. Before, I'd even hear the name food. I'm puking. I'm even puking my lungs out. I'm puking everything. Because I'm not eating, what am I puking? Hey, it happened that I had to go to Kakamega for a wedding. Western si hapa, nyi mnajua Western ni wapi, Kakamega ni wapi. But I had to go. Sasa ungedu. Nikaenda. It was worse. I think your climate change ikifanya ikabecome worse. Nilifika Kakamega, sikuwa dina nguvu ya kuangalia hivi ati pombe ama sherehe ama nini. I was dying in my wife's house. I was dying. And she was just looking at me like, guy, nifanye nini? Like, what can I do? Sasa, nikarudi. But before nirudi, sijua nimbona nasikia hivyo, but before nirudi, remember just me and my boyfriend and Tiffany and my wifey ndio wanajua, right? Hadi watu wenye niko nao Kakamega, wenye nimeenda nao wedding, no one knew. Home, I've just told my sisters, the 2 of them, nobody else knows. Mama kafika just a few days before my traveling day to Kakamega. Mothers know. Mama ananiangalia tu. Ati siku nyuche ya maziwa. Nini mbaya? Mom, nimecut on fats and proteins. Yeah, I'm trying to work on my body, so staki sukari, staki fats, staki proteins. Ninakunywa strong tea yenye imewekwa ndimu bila sukari. How are you going to explain to your mother that ni mtoto amekataa? But sasa siwezi sema I'm pregnant. I can't. Ndio nikufe mnizike hapa. No. Sasa nikacheza hiyo game too, but she knew. My mom, one thing about my mom, na venye kuna alkoblo, mamangu ni alkoblo wa mimba. Hey, she will tell you even the day you've gotten pregnant. Let me not lie to you. So she suspected and she knew deep down. Akaita sister yangu, akamuuliza, ati, na sister yako siku hizi ako strange. Sister yangu anajua, but sasa si lazima aplay fala ama hizi niuza. Ati siku hizi ana act strange. Sister yangu akajifanya fala. Ati strange aje. Ati huyu sister yako simuoni vizuri, ni kama kona mimba. mama anaambia hivyo Jess na Ray. Hawangesema shit, juu mimi sijasema kitu. So they came and told me like, yo, hey, bro, our mother has already suspected. Sasa chenye utafanya ni umwambie tu kweli. We don't want to be part of it. See, I had to. But did I? I did not. I had to, but I did not. Nilicheza fala hadi nikaenda wedding Kakamega. I was playing the fool. I'm a fool. I'm idiot. I'm mumu. Me, I don't know. Pregnancy. What pregnancy? I beg. Hey, I don't know. Sasa nikaenda Kakamega. It can happen that niko huko na nikagonjeka. Like I felt like I have malaria. Nikaenda kupimwa. Kwenda hosi naambia yes uko na malaria but you're also pregnant. Did you know you're pregnant? I'm like yes I did. Kupigia sasa wazazi wangu simu kuambia mimi ni msick, kadi yangu haiwaka Kakamega na niko na malaria because I'll die. A pregnant woman and malaria, bad combination. So I had to call my dad. Nikampigia nikamwambia akanitumia pesa. So I had to call my mom also. So when I called my mom, nikajiambia now this is your chance. Yeah, this is your chance. Na nikamwambia so mimi nimeenda nimegonjeka huku, we are done with the wedding, nimegonjeka but nimeenda kwa chemist nimepimwa niko na malaria. But also nikifanywa test ya malaria, juu signs zilikuwa zinaonyesha malaria or pregnancy. They did for me a pregnancy test. Hey, mamangu ako I can't even see the expression behind that phone call. Hey, ati alafu wame find out I am pregnant. Kaniambia, hiyo ni nini unaniambia? Kamwambia, hey mom, me I have malaria and I'm pregnant. Kaniambia, na umemeza? Nikamwambia hapana, kuna madawa sifai kumeza since I'm pregnant. So nimepatiwa the right medication. Kasema, oh, haya, that aside, hivyo ndo kukuwa na mimba ukitoka Nairobi. Wewe ukitoka Nairobi uko na mimba. Mimba gani? Mimi hata niko in shock hapa, hata unasikia venye naongea nimeishiwa tu na nguvu juu mimi ni mgonjwa. Kaniambia, ndio hiyo. Kwani mnafikiria mkilala na wanaume ni nini una expect? Ndio hiyo. We, si nilipashwa. One good hour kwa simu. Sasa nikakuja naye and that's where everything began. Now this time before I found out I was pregnant, mom was not around, so soft life, I'm telling you. Siku kwa hadi nainua kitu. Hadi maji na let. Siku hadi nafanya anything. Princessa. Napikiwa, maisha ilikuwa soft bana. Sasa nimerudi home. Na nimerudi home with pregnancy in whose house? Ivana Majimbo, in whose house? See, that first week was hectic. See, it was hectic, my friends. Juu ya nini? Hiyo swali moja. Aliniuliza, sasa baba yao mtoto ni nani? Isikue. Before hata nijibu, akasema nini? Isikue. Ni mwenye nafikiria juu tutakosana na utatoka kwa nyumba. Me just there shutting up like niyo mwenye unafikiria. Sasa niseme nini? Haya, nikamwambia tu hivyo. Cause mimi siwezi deny. Kaniuliza na anajua uko na mimba. Nikamwambia Sasa mimba yenu mnataka kuikula? African parents. Nikanyamaza tu. Sasa ilikuwa too much. By the way guys, ilikuwa too much. Like right now, sitting back and thinking how I didn't even fall into prepartum depression. Because, honestly, I think this is the first time I'm speaking about it. Like, me, if you know me, yes, I've been in a relationship, but I've never been in a relationship without ulterior interference. Like, me dating has never been okay according to my family and the history it has with his family. So it's never been, I don't know, pia mimi ilinichukua by shock. I didn't sit down and tell my boyfriend, now let's get pregnant. No, okay, they're against our relationship, let's get pregnant. No, it wasn't even like that. Mimi mwenyewe, it took me 8 months. By the time I accept that I am pregnant, nishafika 3rd trimester, ndio hiyo kitumbo kikoko ndio naenda kuzaa. Like, my pregnancy was so, it was so fast. And hiyo kukua fast, it happened that home was not conducive for me, because you're pregnant. It's never okay when you're pregnant. You're pregnant to your parents' house. Maybe you try that and tell me if they'll be okay. Very few will be okay with it. Saa mimi nimekaa hapo za unaexplainiaje mama yako that ananiuliza ulipata mimba aje? I did not tell you to be cautious nini. I was. Unamexplainiaje kila kitu ulitumia ili backfire? I had my periods normally 2 months, in the 3rd month. I always explain to mamako such things. So I'm just there like, even me, I'm asking myself how, why. But you're also asking me more questions than that. And it's really weighing down on me. And it was so hard. I think my 1st and 2nd trimester, nilikonda. I was ticks. And I was hiding it because watu wamenizoea. I wasn't big, ama nini, but I had a kamwili. I wasn't slim. Sa navaa manguo kubwa. And then I don't know that when you lose weight, wearing big clothes just shows how much weight you've lost. Mi mjinga mi nadhani inaficha rada. What rada? Here, you are playing yourself. You're playing yourself. Imekaa nitadu. So tukakaa tu home like tunavurutana. And for me, it was not so healthy for me. Saa nikajiambia tu, toka, enda. But now where are you going? Sa God works in mysterious ways. It can happen that mom and dad had to go to a country for a really, really long time. So your 1 month yenye alikuwa 1.5 months ndio tulikuwa tunavutana. So after akaenda, so it's just me and my sisters. Mi niko home. The only thing is that the more you advance as a first time mother, it's really hard, and you will always need some, like, at least ukiwa na mtu amekuwa through it, inakupatia ka consolation, like at least anza kwambia fanya hivi nini. So my mom was not there, but I had a friend of mine, she has a son, and it happened that tulikuwa home, hatuwezi enda pahali juu ya curfew nini. So we'd always hang out at their house indoors, just chilling. By the way, she really helped me a lot mentally to cope with a lot, because my boyfriend didn't know anything. Nikimwambia mimi sijui nasikia kulia, ananiambia sasa utakaje tu sikie kulia. Nikimwambia mimi ni mgonjwa sitaki kukula, haelewi mbona sitaki kukula, because he thinks I'll die. So we are fighting. He's like, Ebu eat. He's forcing me to eat, and me, I'm getting sad because why are you forcing me to eat? And then me, I'm crying, but I'm meant to be eating because mtoto ananidio chakula, but I'm sick, So it happened that being close to someone who has been through it ilinisaidia. Then mom is not there, so hakuna hiyo story ya but like hiyo story haikukua. I was just okay. I was okay. Someone asked me a question on IG, like, how did my boyfriend take the news? Sasa I think hiyo nilijibu, yeah, take well. Me, I didn't take it well. And the reason why, even my friends came to find out later, some on social media, some on WhatsApp, some kuambiwa, nilipatana na hivyo, unajua kona ball. People will just assume that, now people uko pregnant, unaficha mimba kitu. By the way, mimi sikuwa naficha mimba yangu. If you around me, you knew. I was not hiding my pregnancy. Why hide it? Nikionekana hapo. Ni ati I wanted to share it when I was in a happy place, when me myself, I was happy, like it was a happy news. A child is always a blessing, but me, what I can tell you ni, at that point in my life, it wasn't happy news for me. Unaona? I was not in a good place mentally at all. I was not okay at all, and I'm just there. Guy, maybe nilikuwa nakaa chini. I won't lie, not even once or twice or thrice I thought of removing that child. Ama hata siku removing, kwa najiambia sasa things would have been so much easier kama singekuwa pregnant. Unaona? And then I sit down and start crying and feel so guilty, because at the same time I'm so in love with my child, uko ndani, like the kicks, I'm so in love with everything that's happening to me, my body, and how I can feel him turning and kicking, and then start crying, and I feel so bad for even wishing that I was not pregnant. But me, I'm human. Like, it was really, really so hard, and thinking about it makes me sad up to now. Like, it really makes me sad because I was really going through a lot. Yeah, I was really going through a lot. And funny thing is, now when you're going through it, and the only person who can understand is the one person that you're not meant to talk to, be around, you're not supposed to see, like, I don't know if I've ever said it out loud or to him, but anyway, I really think when you're pregnant, you really appreciate when you have a supportive partner. It ndio way inakuonyesha, it shows you. And me personally, sijali itakasirisha nani, but to me he was there 100, like hadi hakukuwa analala, simply because I can't sleep, and you're not going to sleep if I'm not sleeping. Like, I'm not eating, it's bothering him that I'm not eating. So, like, it was one of the hardest times in my life, like, looking back, because yeah, like, I really, really, really appreciated the fact that he was there unconditionally, without questions, without judging. Like, kama kuna jina stress that was in my life, it was not coming from him at all, because he was not giving me stress at all. Maybe I might sound like a bad person saying this, but the fact that my parents were not around that whole period until my last month, when I was going to deliver, was a blessing in disguise for me, because I don't think I would have handled the emotional I don't think I would have handled it well, because come up to now, me thinking about it still makes me cry, because I was bottling in a lot. You imagine being told, no, you can't have stress. I'm stressing you. Mtu anakuja anakustress. Like, someone is just making you feel sad, and now they're telling you you're not meant to be stressed, because when you're stressed, it affects the baby. You're not meant to cry. When you cry, it affects the baby. Na the same person the same people wanakuambia hivyo, ndo hao ndo wanakufanya unalia, na ndo wanakufanya unapata stress. Am I making a point? So you can't even express how you feel. You can't express any strong emotions because you're scared. Who wants a miscarriage? Ushajiambia unaeka. No mother wants to miscarry their child. So me, I was just like, when will this end? Like, it's already so hard. It was already so hard for me. It was already so hard at 7 months. Hey, me when nilifika 7 months, I was just like, I'm ready. See, nizae sahi. At least when he's out, if I'm stressed, nitakuwa na deal nayo kivyangu. See, ile thinking that any small thing might make me lose him, and I didn't want that. So I kept to myself. No, like, I just kept to myself. Not because that it's fancy when you're pregnant, you hide it. Mine was not fancy at all. It was not fancy. It was something I was even asking myself, why am I going through this? Like, but since unaambiwa you have to suck it in, you wanted it. If you didn't want a child, you would not have gone out looking for a child. You have to suck it in. And that's what I did. That was what majority, like, a friend would call me, like, yo Ivana, where you at? Come, we are having a party at this Airbnb. CG, we are going where we are doing. I turned all of them down simply because me, Ivana, I was not in the mental space to be happy. I was not even in the mental space to share my pregnancy ati watu waniambie congratulations. You congratulating me na me na feel like already me being pregnant is so bad, like it's a burden, it's a mistake, it's so bad. I just felt like my pregnancy was not wanted. I wanted it. The situation ndio ilikuwa inanifanya ni feel hivyo, like yes, as much as I want my child, you're in a very sticky situation. Na kuna watu waliniambia, hey, you got yourself into this, ni wewe ndio ulitaka. Someone even told me like, hey, wewe unapenda kuteseka. Ingekuwa mimi, ingekuwa mimi, I wouldn't have dealt with all that, sorry, I wouldn't have dealt with all that. Ningekuwa nimeenda kitambo. Kwani must you date the person? But people don't understand that if me myself, the person has not done anything to hurt me, anything to make me feel bad, to harm me, or to jeopardize the relationship, and I am constantly always happy in the relationship and I'm getting what I want, why should someone else come and tell me, no, don't do that relationship because it's not making me happy? Some nilikuwa najiuliza hivyo, and I'm just like, I fucked up, because despite me knowing that my relationship is not wanted, here I am with a child with the same guy. Hadi mtu mwingine aliniuliza, are you stupid, are you dumb? And me, I was just like, yes, you do not understand. Even you guys, most of you would not understand if you are not in the situation. So mi nilikuwa ninakaa hapo like, sawa, I'm the one who got myself into this, so I'll take it all, I'll go through it all, I'll do it all. But thank God, we thank God, I pulled through, by the way, and with the help of my friends wanajijua, like wenye nilikuwa napigia constantly, breaking down on the phone. That was the first time in my life. My hormones were everywhere. I was crying like a baby. Kitu kinifurahisha ninalia, kitu kinikasirisha ninalia. I was just crying. And I think my boyfriend was the one who was getting the heat. So he got the heat, nakaa chini namwambia, we, mimi nataka kukunywa keg baridi. Na sitaki kusikia chenye unaniambia. Hata ukiniambia sijui mtoto nini, endo niletee keg baridi. And he'll go and get it, because who are you to be arguing with a pregnant woman? Unaona? And then also he's seeing I'm going through a lot emotionally and he doesn't want to. Sa badala alipitia, you and your partner, you're both experiencing it for the first time. Like ndio maana wanasemanga we are pregnant. I understood what people say when they say that. So I fought my mental instability. I fought so hard for my child. By the way. I don't know if someday he grows up and watches the videos I make for him, or even this video. I want him to know I wanted him from the moment I came to terms with the fact that I didn't plan for it. But I didn't plan for it. It took me by surprise. I didn't want it at first, but I sat down and was like, the moment I sat down and was like, I want this, I wanted him. And I hope he knows that I wanted him, that he came out of love, and he will grow with love, and he'll always be surrounded with love, because that's the biggest thing I value. If you know me, like when I love, I value love. I go hard for the people I love. So I hope he knows that we wanted him. I hope he knows that he changed my life in a good way. He changed my life. Like, he made me what I am now, and I didn't think I'd get here. Hata nikiapa chini wapigie story, honestly I didn't. There's so many nights where I thought of suicide, and I'd always stress my boyfriend every single day. He never used to sleep. He'd sit and look at me like, if I even sleep a wink, this girl might do something. And he was always there. And he knows when I say not many times I thought of just disappearing and going, but I didn't. Only because of my baby. He'd kick. The times that I'm so distressed, it's like he was giving me comfort. He'd kick and turn, and I'd feel relaxed, and I'd feel like he's communicating to me. And thanks to that, I got my strength. And here I am. Yeah. So it's really emotional for me because, first of all, mimi Ivana bad bitch. To cut the long story short, me by the way, mtu hawezi niambia kitu. I'm a bad bitch. I'm that bitch. This is basically everything that was happening before I gave birth. And here I am with my beautiful baby boy called Phoenix. But then that name Phoenix has a meaning. Tawambia how we came up with the name Phoenix. It has a meaning. Being a mother makes you respect women on another level. You'll have no idea. Okay? Don't just have kids with anyone, because the father of your child you can never rub. Huyo ndio atakuwa the father. This shit is forever. Do not just have kids with anyone. Choose wisely. I'm not saying all relationships are a fairy tale, and I'm not saying all are bad. Kuna possibilities when you date someone, even when you're marrying someone, we always hope it lasts, but kuna some zenye hazilast. Choose someone mwenye unajua hata isipo last, your kid will get everything he or she is getting while you were together. You two being apart would not change anything. It will make a difference, and you two will always be amicable. And then please date supportive people. Nakwambia pregnancy, hata familia yako haiwezi elewa because they're not pregnant. Maybe your mom can understand juu alikuzaa. You need someone who's supportive. Na ukijua you want to do it by yourself, sawa, then let it not take a toll on you and you start saying, oh, I didn't have someone, I was a single mother, I was by myself. Pregnancy ni ngumu. When you're getting into it, just know, ni ngumu. There's nothing easy about it. It's beautiful, it's happy, but at the same time, it's hard. It won't change the fact that it's hard. Yeah, so that's it for my video today. I've done my makeup with you all. Kuna mtu anasema unamficha uso kwani anakaa particular. Excuse me, wewe. Tunaongea kwa particular, ni cute. Very cute and very chubby. He's so chubby. Please keep the questions coming in the comment section. Mniulize, mimi nitawaambia kila kitu. I'm always willing to answer. Anyway, that's it for my video today. Aki, thank you. Sinaka vizuri lakini. Mnaona you so, guys. Hey. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for reaching this far. Najua kuna watu hawatafika hapa. Nawajua. Thank you for reaching this far, and I can't say much, but thank you for the subscribers I'm getting and for the likes. Thank you so much. See you in part 2 of my video. Bye.